but I got on this morning, and I noticed that, okay, so last week we had watched a video where Gavin Adcock was on stage and a fan come rushing up, and then all of a sudden his security just put the guy in an arm bar. So this
Right.
Gavin Gavin Adcock has no fucks to give, and he will give his opinion. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let me pull up the. Let's see here. Okay.
Whenever you say Gavin Adcock, my brain goes directly to being Beavis.
Oh, and maybe 7 years old. Adcock. Okay. Okay, is it? Let's see here. It's not showing the right thing.
It's showing I don't know. I just see country cast.
Okay.
Zach Bryan snaps on Gavin Adcock.
It's not showing the right thing. Oh, there we go. Here we go. It's getting hard to manage all these. I don't know how Jim does it. He's got like 1,400 tabs.
He does have
some
14.
Of them look identical to each other, but there's something that's a little off on each of them. So you choose one, and it's like, what the hell?
Our friend Jim is a professional. He knows what he's doing.
He is a professional. Shout out to Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there was a tweet that went out, and I don't know if anybody's familiar who with Zach Bryan is. He's a country star, and he came out with a song, I want to say about 4 or 5 years ago, that went like mega viral. And he got based off of this song, they're like, oh, he's a veteran, or he's still in the military, and he's a good guy, and everybody should like him. So he had all these fans, and especially young fans, based off of this viral video that was on TikTok and YouTube and all this stuff, okay? Well, over the last 4 or 5 years, slowly but surely, we're finding out a lot more about this guy. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, everybody can take it for what it is, I think he was a plant. I think somebody wanted to push him, and they strategically pushed him to the moon. Because all of a sudden, a couple of years ago, he got allegations of beating up his girlfriend, and then they went to court with it. He was cleared of, because they didn't. I don't think they had evidence or something. So he was cleared of the allegations, and he's always getting into some sort of verbal fight with somebody, and he's always hammered off his ass, making dumb ass comments. So this one right here is, you're not entitled after someone plays 2.5 hours to a picture or hello. And then he puts GOMD. Get off my dick. The person below him says, I'm literally a 14-year-old fan, and this video was literally a joke. What a dick. This guy should be completely exiled from the industry. Fuck this guy.
You ready for a hot take, Derek? So what was the original video? Like, what does that say up there? Is that an Instagram post, the picture?
Yeah, Zach Bryan driving away from a fan that waited 4 hours to meet him. He didn't even roll down the window to say hi. And then when she had said something about it on social media, this is his response. Get off my dick.
All right. Here's my hot take, Derek, and you're going to disagree with me completely. I agree with him. However, don't post it on social media. Here's the agreement between fans and musicians. They pay for a ticket for you to do a show, and you do the show. There's nothing saying you're going to get anything extra. If you wait hours backstage hoping to see him, that's on you. There's no guarantee he's going to. Maybe he's got some shit to do after the show and needs to get out of there quick. So I guess the question is, do you think an artist has an obligation to their fans to do something outside the show? Now, I'm not saying they should be rude, but
if it's an obvious photo moment that you can sign a couple autographs, take a couple pictures, and then you're gone, then yes. If it's an obvious public relations type thing, then I think you're obligated to it. To sit there for 3 hours after the show, no. But if it's sort of one of those things where the optics will look good for you, I think your publicist would even say the same thing. That sometimes you gotta be a politician and kiss some babies and take some photos and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's good for the artist to every now and again engage with their fans face to face and show goodwill and things like that, because you get long-term fans that way.
Yeah.
But
so yes and no. I think it's time and place, and I think sometimes you have to take the moment to be a politician and kiss babies and take photos.
Yeah, I think I've told this story quickly before. I went to a Yes concert, and me and my buddies are like, let's see if we can meet him after the show. There was like maybe 4 dozen of us back when they're coming out. So their tour manager came out and goes, all right, the guys are going to come out and hang out with you guys. Just, don't be assholes. And it was cool. They came out, signed autographs, chatted for like 15 minutes. It was fun. They didn't have to do it. And if they wouldn't have come out, I wouldn't have been disappointed. But it was fun to get to meet some of the people that you've been listening to all your life. So yeah, but for sure, I think we both agree on this is don't post this on social media.
Yeah.
Get off my dick.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Get off my dick to a 14-year-old kid. Are you kidding me?
Well, he didn't know kid was 14, but yeah.
I understand that. He could have very easily said, I'm so sorry. We were busy. We had to go. I apologize for that. He could have said something where he apologized, or, I love my fans, but I don't always get to hang out with everybody all the time. And he could have said something like that.
Yeah,
he chose not to.
Right. What's the old saying is keep your mouth shut and let people think you're a moron rather than open your mouth and prove them right. Like, don't. Yeah. Like, if you would have said nothing, people would have read this and go, well, maybe the guy had something to do. I don't know. It's not really their obligation to hang out 4 hours. That's on you, blah, blah, blah. But then he comes in as an asshole, and then you're like, oh, well, he is an asshole. Fuck him. I'm not going to go to his show anymore. It was dumb.
So now that girl's going to say, fuck this guy, and then she's going to tell her friends, fuck this guy, and their friends are going to tell this guy, fuck this guy.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? You see,
it's
it's a whole domino effect. When all he could have just been is just basically a politician and just said, I'm so sorry,
He could. He's a close runner-up for Dum Dum of the Week, Derek. I was trying to think of whether, let's see, telling a 14-year-old girl to get off my dick or having snails attached to your face.
Yeah, I almost
it's close
that way, but I was just like, there's multiple videos for this Zach Bryan stuff, so I was like, well, if I do Dum Dum of the Week, there's gonna be multiple videos, and then the snail person is like, oh, that's messed up.
Could just do a whole show on Tuesday night, Dum Dums of the Week. It's just like 2 hours of Dum Dums.
Okay, so this is a little bit of context. So CountryCast on YouTube. I watch CountryCast. The guy does a great job. He also has a rock and roll channel where he talks about rock and roll too. Oh. So he does CountryCast and he does Rockcast too. And I watch both the channels. He does a great job. So go definitely check him out because we're going to watch his video on it.
It's the kind of thing you see in movies, not backstage at a major country festival, but video is flooding social media tonight, showing just a short time ago, Zach Bryan literally jumping the fence at Born and Raised Festival in Oklahoma, not to get on stage, but to get in Gavin Adcock's face. The footage shows Bryan clearing a barrier and, including some barbed wire, moving directly towards Adcock before security quickly swarms in to separate them. Adcock's team is seen pulling him back right as he was about to go on stage. In a detail that sounds almost scripted, multiple reports say this all went down while Casey Donahue's hit White Trash Story was blasting from the main stage. Fortunately,
that's pretty funny. Is when that's happening, there's some white trash shit actually happening.
Oh, it's like a soundtrack.
Yeah, right. Shit.
Hold up, Derek. Can you hold up? Sure. I think I feel lost now. How does Gavin Adcock figure into all this business now?
Well, Gavin Adcock basically said, "Is that how you treat your fans, dude?"
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. He basically called them out and said, "What the fuck, dude? Why are you treating your fans like that?" And of course, Bryan is a bigger star than Adcock, so he's got to twirl his dick around a little bit.
Security was able to de-escalate things before any punches were thrown. No arrests were made and no injuries were reported. But the big question is, what led to this?
I mean, I like Adcock because he don't give a fuck.
Doesn't sound like it.
2 weeks in a row, he don't give a shit.
Yeah, true.
Well, the bad blood has been simmering for months after a teenage fan posted on TikTok upset that Bryan didn't do meet and greets after a show. In a now deleted reply, Bryan reportedly told her nobody is entitled to his time and ended it with GOMD, presumably standing for get off my d. That response drew sharp criticism from Gavin Adcock, who immediately jumped in, blasting Bryan on social media. He asked, If you can't handle the criticism of a 14-year-old, why do people idolize you? Adcock didn't stop there. A few weeks later on a Rolling Stone podcast.
I want to meet Adcock, honestly. I want to have a beer with that guy.
Well, apparently he engages with his fans, so maybe there's a chance.
He said his issue wasn't about autographs. It's about telling a kid that. He then accused Bryan of putting on a big mask and questioned whether he was really that great of a person. And that brings us to today, where all that online talk finally spilled over.
You got to be out of your fucking mind to go over barbed wire, by the way.
And he's just going over to Adcock's joint like solo. Adcock's probably got boys, and he's coming out there by himself.
He's drunk off his ass, number one.
What an asshole. All right. Yeah. Never mind. I feel bad I even defended him.
I didn't have really an opinion about him. His song was okay as far as I was concerned, but the young kids, for some reason, blew it up on fucking TikTok and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like everybody was like goo goo gaga over him, and it's like his songs aren't that great. I'm sorry, they're not.
Well, at least he deleted his post. It said, I mean, a little too late, but
I mean, the internet's forever. I've got it. So.
That's true. It's true. I have a Kanye folder. I've just snipped every crazy thing he said just in case, for posterity. You never know when I need it.
Posterity.
Yeah.
Into the real world, here is that crazy moment which just took place a short time ago.
Hey, do you want to fight like a man? They won't open the gate. Yeah, nice. Want me to throw a beer too?
Zach crying.
You gotta be out of your goddamn mind to go over barbed wire. I'm sorry. And his middle area was on fucking barbed wire. Like, what is going on right now?
That boy ain't right.
No.
Hmm.
And of course they're gonna say it's PTSD, even though he's a fucking drunk.
Yeah, he's just an asshole. It's not PTSD.
A feud that started over a TikTok comment has now become a physical, real-world confrontation. The question now is whether this is the end of it or things are just getting started. What do you guys think about this? Let me know your take down in the comments below.
Shit's fucking crazy. I know that.
Could you go back just a little bit in that video? Maybe. Yeah. What is that behind him?
Looks like
is that a typewriter?
Yeah, it looks like an old school typewriter, or maybe like one of those things that makes labels.
All right. I was just curious. I was trying to see.
I think Gavin Adcock is more of an indie guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he might have a team that does his CDs for him or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, fair. I was just curious about that. Well, my overall take on this is Zach Bryan is a punk ass bitch. Should not have posted that on social media, and Adcock shouldn't have responded on social media. Quit acting like 13-year-old girls. Call him if you have something to say to him. Don't put it on blast. What's the matter with you people?
Yeah.
Well, that's my take.
Well, I mean, we always talk about people using drama to try to get fucking clicks. Maybe Adcock's trying to do that shit.
Well, clearly, otherwise,
distract some of the Zach Bryan fans.
If he was really upset and really wanted to do something and have a chat with Zach Bryan about how he treats his fan, he could have called him, or he could have had his guy call Zach's guy. But no, just blasted out on social media. Well, I'm thankful because that was fun to go over, but I don't know.
Yeah. I just thought it was kind of like it hit me all of a sudden, like in the morning, and I'm like, what is going on right now? What the hell?
Well, that was a good story. Now I know. It seems like Adcock is coming up every week, Derek.
It does seem like he's I wonder if he's just outspoken or if he's just trying to cause drama for sake of like getting people to pay attention to him.
I don't know. We could do a based Chad segment of the week and we could have, just call it the Adcock segment.
The Adcock segment.
Adcock of the week.